Mine Are Yours by Julie Lee. Hurry up! Set the table before the food gets cold, ordered Mary's mother from the kitchen. Mary rushed into the dining room with handfuls of bowls, plates, and utensils. There she saw her father, who was seated at the head of the dark stained wooden table. He always has a stern face, especially when talking to Mary. So did you decide on what college to attend next fall? He asked. Mary hesitated before answering the question. Well, I was thinking about traveling next year and then beginning college the year after, Mary said. She dropped her head, closed her eyes tightly, and braced herself. She could hear a heavy sigh coming from the head of the table. You need to start your career as soon as possible. I just want you to be able to support yourself, advised Mary's mother with caring eyes. You need a steady job in the future, shouted Mary's father. How can you do that if you fall behind, and the competition catches up to you? Her father worked his whole life to create a successful career in medicine and to support his family. He told Mary countless stories about his life as an immigrant and his constant goal of catching up to others. But this is what I need right now. I feel overwhelmed with school. I'm young. I still have time to catch up, Mary said. Mary's father slammed his hand on the table, causing the utensils to clink against the bowls and plates. Mary jolted and sunk deeper and deeper into her chair. She looked towards her father, and he darted her with a stare. The dining room fell silent. It was almost as if the shouting and clinking scared the room. The smoke coming from the candle shifted in its path. Interrupting the silence, Mary said, I'm sorry, Dad. She felt a burst of heat all across her face, and her vision began to blur. Her mother noticed a shine in Mary's eyes, and she knew what was going to happen next. Help me clean the table, said Mary's mother with a soft voice. Mary nodded and picked up the utensils that fell from the table. Her father sat at the long end of the table without saying a word. Here, bring this to the sink, Mary's mother said, handing stacks of bowls and plates to Mary. Then turning to her husband, she whispered, Say something to her. He sighed. When Mary re-entered the dining room, her father said, I still don't understand why it's so important for you to take a break. So many people graduate high school and can easily transition to college. You can't compare everyone like that. I need this break to refresh because I'm tired of school right now. Mary's father had his eyes closed and shook his head. You think you need this now, but I know what's best for you. You will feel worse if you fall behind because of this break. Whatever Mary said to her father, he always has a response back. This one time, please let me do what I want, Mary shouted. The last of the candle's smoke danced in the air as it disappears. Throughout high school, I took the classes you wanted me to, joined the clubs you liked, and took the tests you signed me up for. I did everything. Mary stopped, gasping for air. She suddenly felt winded. Both of her parents' eyes widened. Her mother froze. Mary impatiently sat in her chair, waiting for a response. She looked back and forth between her father and mother. Mary's mother stammered with her speech. I never realized how much your father and I controlled your decisions. Decisions that you can make that would be best for yourself. Mary's mother rubbed her eyes. Mary's father interjected. But we made good decisions for you. You can't disagree with that. I know, and I'm grateful, but I want to make some on my own now, Mary said while looking into her father's eyes. Please, Jason, let her. Can't you see that we control too much? Her mother said. Mary's father stared at the ground and ran his hand through his hair. Fine, I'll let you make this decision for yourself. If you really think you need this break, take it, her father said. Mary straightened from her seat and her face brightened. For the first time, her father's stern face vanished.